there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're outside the Basilica del Voto Nacional here in Quito, Ecuador. And today what we have for you are the don'ts of visiting Quito. Now the thing is there's a lot of things you need to think about before you come here. It's a fantastic city. There's a lot of things you should do in terms of museums and churches. But we're going to talk about things you don't do when you are here. And the first thing I'd say is don't get in a hurry. Look, with the traffic that's here, with the 45-minute drive from the airport to the center of town, when there's no traffic, you're gonna need to have some patience. Waiting on restaurants or drinks or whatever, have patience when you are here. So just remember that. Pack your patience when you come. Now, my second don't for you actually is more of a safety thing. Is you notice I'm squinting in the sun here. The UV rays are very, very, very dangerous. So do not forget to bring sunblock, bring long sleeve shirts, hats, things like that to protect yourself from the UV rays, because you will get burnt, because we're at 9,000 feet here. And the thing is you may think, oh, it's not that hot here. No, it's not, but the sun is very intense. You may think, oh, there's clouds, it won't hurt me. Yes, the UV really will get you, so do be careful with that. Also, at 9,000 feet, you have to be careful with altitude sickness, okay? So don't mess around your first day, because at 9,000 feet, it sometimes gets hard to breathe. You might have tummy trouble, headaches, things like that. So if you're gonna be coming here, you might talk to your doctor first. Say, hey, I'm going to Ecuador. We're gonna be at 9,000 or 10,000 feet. Do you have some medicine for me to help me out? Because it can be very dangerous. So just, don't get too crazy that first day. And going along with this beautiful sun that's out here is, don't think that Quito is hot. I know we think Ecuador, it's on the equator. It must be hot here all the time. No. This is like a San Diego. It's like the same weather all year round. Think like 65 to 70 for highs and like 45 to 55 for low all year round. So yes, you will have a t-shirt part of the day, but you might need a jacket and things like that. So don't think it's gonna be hot. Also, don't forget to bring a jacket when you come, because the rain will pop up anytime. It may say, oh, there's no rain today. It'll rain, just so you know, okay? So don't forget a jacket or an umbrella, right? Now, another thing is, when you come here, there's amazing churches here in Quito. There's actually a street called, the Street of the Seven Crosses, and you go to San Francisco Church, you go to the Compañía Church, then farther up, you'll see this basilica way up in the hill. It's just fantastic. And all these churches you want to go in and see. But the thing is, don't forget to check their schedules, because they'll close for tourists during mass times and things like that. So sometimes the hours are a bit random, okay? So don't forget to check it out. And if it does close for a service, it's usually back open a couple hours later, so have a heads up for that one. Another don't, if you come here to the Voto Nacional, the Basilica Voto Nacional, the one that looks like a Batman kind of church kind of thing, if you're gonna climb up there, I don't recommend you taking your kids, and I don't recommend going up there if you're scared of heights, all right? But it is really cool, and you will really think it's really awesome when you do go up there, okay? Now, let's show you some other parts of Quito to finish off these videos. So now we're here at the Iglesia San Francisco, the San Francisco Church, and inside it is amazingly covered with gold. It is one of the most beautiful churches inside you will see. But the thing is, our next don't for you is, don't think you can take pictures inside of every church here in Quito. You can't take pictures inside of there. Behind us, there's a Compañía. You can't take pictures in there either. So grab a postcard so you can see what it's like, but they're gorgeous. But don't think you can always take pictures. Another don't I have for you, if you look over here, you see that thing up on the hill? You think it's an angel. Don't think that's an angel. That's the Virgin Mary, okay? Also, if you're gonna go up there, don't walk up there, okay? Take a taxi, take a bus, go up there. Don't walk up. It's a long way to go, and with the altitude, it can be dangerous, but also it's a little sketchy up there, so just have a heads up for that. But the thing is, it's really worth it to get up there, because you have this great view of the city, and you can see the mountains on the side, and how the city's in the valley and stuff. It is really cool. My next don't for you is, don't just hop into a taxi here in Quito. Look, if it's during the day, if you want to get a taxi and you're walking around, go to a taxi stand and grab one there. If you're at your hotel, just have your hotel or the restaurant you're at, have them call a taxi for you, because then you'll know it's a good taxi, you know it'll be okay. So just have a heads up, because you'll notice in the taxis, there's gonna be a little camera and an emergency button for bad circumstances. That's why. Don't just hop in a taxi. Either get it from the taxi line during the day, or have a hotel or a restaurant call for you to get you wherever you need to go. Anyway, now let's go see another part of the city to do some more don'ts. Now, my next don't for you when you do come here is, don't expect the cars to stop for you. That's probably one of the most dangerous things about being a tourist here, is the cars just go and they won't stop. We've seen bikes get hit and stuff like that. So you may think, oh, they're gonna let me go, or they'll let me pass. They won't. So you really got to pay attention to that, okay? So don't expect the cars to stop. Another don't about the cars, if you're going to be doing a tour and stuff around town, don't leave anything in your car. Take it with you or hide it in the car. I recommend carrying it with you and things like that. So another safety thing is don't be complacent when you're walking downtown or on the buses and stuff like that. Do pay attention. There are some pickpockets here. It's not really bad, but don't be complacent with your safety, okay? Now, some other thing is when you are walking around, I do recommend bringing a plastic bag for your camera or your phone or something like that, because since the rain can come out of nowhere, your bag could get really wet, and there has been some people that have written us and said, oh, my camera's been kind of messed up or my phone got messed up, so just have a heads up for that. Now, another thing goes back to the airport actually, and that is don't put your passport away after you go through passport control, because when you come in, these are for international flights, when you come in, you're gonna have to put your luggage through another x-ray machine after you get your luggage, and you have to show them your passport in order to put your luggage through, so don't put your passport away. So it's getting a little loud here, but man, isn't that a beautiful view? This city is great. So we'll show you some more of the cities for some more don'ts. Oh, this is the Santo Domingo Plaza. So some other don'ts you should know is actually don't just think that Quito is only the historic center. Yes, going to see the churches and the calle de set, well, the street of the seven crosses, or going to La Ronda and see the old Spanish houses and having your canelazo there. There's all kinds of great stuff there. But the thing is, the city has a lot of other options out there. So if you're looking for like kind of nightlife, shopping, more, you know, upscale hotels, you got La Mariscal, or some people like to call it Gringolandia. That's actually, I guess technically we're there now, but it's more like 6 or 7 blocks behind me. It's where it starts. That's where there's bars, restaurants, shopping, things like that. You can go to by the Basilica del Voto Nacional, where we started this video at. You can wander around there. There's a lot of different parts of the city to explore, so definitely do that. Don't think it's just the historic center. So my next don't for you is don't skip out on the day trips. Mitad del Mundo, and there's another museum right by there where you can go and, you know, see if you can balance the egg on there, stay on the equator. It is pretty fun. If you want to do something more to nature and go see the mountains and stuff like that, go to Cotopaxi, you can see that. Or if you want to hit the markets, the Otavalo market, it's easy to get to from here, makes a great day trip, so definitely get out with there. And I guess another don't I'll add on to that is when you go to the Otavalo market, don't be afraid to bargain. They expect you to bargain, okay? Don't be insulted. Don't think, oh my God, these prices are so high. Just negotiate, it'll be fine. The next thing I have is, I know a lot of people get worried when they come to Ecuador, there's gonna be mosquitoes, passing diseases, and what vaccinations I have to get and things like that. Look, you don't have to worry about the mosquitoes here in Quito, okay? We're at 9,000 feet here, and mosquitoes that are here aren't really that troublesome, so you don't need to worry about it. If you're going to other parts of the country, maybe, but here, you don't have to worry about it. So, let's head off to another part of the city so you can see more. Now we're here at La Ronda, and the next thing we have for you in terms of the don'ts are more general Ecuador don'ts that'll happen here in Quito or other places. One thing is you don't drink the tap water here in Quito or pretty much anywhere in Ecuador. So what you want to do is make sure you buy some bottled water or bring your favorite bottle from home, because your hotels will have places where you can actually fill up water. They'll have big jugs and stuff like that, so you can get your water that way, but don't drink the tap water. Now another thing that has to deal with the water is actually the toilets here. And what you need to know is here in Ecuador, like in a lot of places in South America and a lot of places around the world, you can't put your toilet paper into the toilet. You have to put it in the basket next to the toilet, okay? So don't flush your toilet paper is the next don't. Now the thing is also what you need to know is sometimes the toilet paper, if you're in a public place, isn't next to the toilet. It might be actually outside. So don't forget to grab some toilet paper by where you wash your hands when you go back and to go to the bathroom. It's not all the time, but it does happen. Now the next don't is don't worry about changing money when you're here. If you're from the US. In Quito and Ecuador, they actually use the US dollar. That's the official currency. So do just bring US dollars when you come here. Don't expect to find ATMs a lot of times here in Quito. When I read through guidebooks and stuff, they made it sound like there's ATMs everywhere, but there's not. And with the money, with the dollars here, don't bring big bills. 50s and 100s, most of the time you're not gonna be able to use, okay? Make sure you go and you bring singles and 5s and 10s and maybe some 20s. That's what you're gonna be paying with when you are here, okay? So don't bring the big bills. My last don't for you is don't forget to tip your guides and your hotel staff and other people when you are here. Look, when you're going on a day trip, okay, you're gonna tip about 10 bucks for your guide per person, just so you know that. If you're gonna be at your hotel, you leave a couple dollars for the cleaning staff, because the tips make a really big difference. And one of the things I've seen is the guides here in Ecuador and here in Quito, they know their stuff. This isn't just somebody that read the Rough Guide or Lonely Planet and is giving you a free tour kind of thing. They actually know what they're doing, so don't be scared to take a tour when you are here, because they've got some great guides. Anyway, I hope this helps you know a bit better of what you don't do when you are here in Quito. There's a lot of great stuff to do when you are here, and you will have a great time. Just do be careful with the altitude, and that's all I got to say. If you like travel videos like this, you want to know more about coming to Ecuador, 10 things that'll shock you about Ecuador, more don'ts about Ecuador in general, maybe you want to know some tips on visiting Cuenca and other parts of the country, check us out on our website at woltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we really appreciate your likes, subscriptions, and we hope you have a great time here in Quito, but don't worry, you will. Bye from Quito.